Hey everybody, Patrick Berry here. It is Wednesday night. Just figured I'd shoot a quick video for a little update and play a song. What's new? Back in the basement. I thought maybe I was going to do like an update from the road. My wife and son and I were in Charleston over the weekend, basically eating our way through that town. It was a long weekend, so we were hoping to get somewhere warm, but we figured if we couldn't get somewhere warm, we get some really good food. So we did just that, which was pretty great. But yeah, I have a couple shows coming up. What's it, shows? This weekend, this Friday night, I'm gonna play with my good friend Shane Key at the Wise Man Brewery in Winston-Salem. Now, when I say play with him, he's kind enough to let me play during his breaks. So I won't be playing a ton of songs, just a handful. But I always love doing that. It gives the kind of main act the ability to take a break. And I get to kind of fill in the gaps there. I remember the first time I ever played something I wrote, it was something similar to that. Band called ZOAR. Rick Whitwood from Wellsville, New York, he had a band called ZOAR, and I just asked him, hey, do you mind if they were still very, very popular up in Western New York, Southern Tier area, and I just said, hey, do you mind if I play a couple songs between your sets? And they do like full 4-hour sets, so he was thrilled, and it really was like great for me to have a local musician with some notoriety there. They were the band that played all the clubs and everything, the bars in that area, to be willing to let me have a voice and kind of be able to play for their fans. And this is probably 20 years ago, early 2000s. So I remember, I think I did it a bunch of times. The first time I ever did it was a place called the Stillwater Inn in Belfast, New York. Yeah, and I'd never been there before at the time. But yeah, I got to played a couple songs I wrote, and got great support from them and their fans. And it really helped inspire me to keep doing more. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, that was the first time I ever performed an original song kind of in public like that. So always grateful for that. So Rick, thank you for that. But yeah, so I'm doing that again this Friday night. I think his set is like between 7:30 and 10:30, so I'll just be there playing at some point. And yeah, and then February 6th, we're doing another singer-songwriter night at Paddled South here at High Point, North Carolina. So that's been really fun. With a great bunch of songwriters there. Yeah, so that's about it. I've been just got drum tracks back from a guy that I've had a really long kind of musical relationship with, John Butine. He used to play bass for my old band and for a while, and has basically consistently been involved with every recording of mine for the past 10 years in some way, shape, or form. So he's up at Purdue University, I believe, and he runs the digital recording school. Wow, sorry, John, if I have that totally wrong. That's where they actually have Sweetwater's from, the Sweetwater studio. But he's always been a great collaborator in terms of mixing and editing, and he's got a drummer up there that's been drumming a lot of my stuff. So helping together the rest of the stuff here, but we record drums there, and then I kind of piece it together. So I just got drum tracks for a song. It will be pretty much the first song I finish for the new EP I'm working on. So yeah, lots of stuff in the works. Makes me really grateful and excited about playing music again. That's really what it's all about. I was talking to my wife about it the other day, and I kind of fell in the same old habit of saying like, I'm just kind of anxious, like I wish I was selling out places, but it just kind of, I try to center myself again and remember that like this, it doesn't really matter where this leads. Have always enjoyed playing music, singing, sharing my music with people, and I'm just really grateful to be doing it again. I don't know what took me so long to be doing it again, but I'm doing it again, and if you're watching this, you're following along with me, and so I'm really grateful for that. So I'm excited to play for you. Again, like I said last time, I know not everybody can come out to these shows, whether they're across the country or across the globe, or maybe they live here in North Carolina, but they just can't make it. So I always want to be able to share my music with you this way. So there you have it. Today I wanted to play another song I wrote and recorded. It's on, basically all the stuff that I've released is everywhere. So I don't care where you listen to it. If you want to check out the studio version, I tend to do a much different arrangement acoustically. And when I'm recording, I love to really add a lot of production because it's just fun for me. This song is called Coffee in the Morning. It's a song that I wrote for and about my relationship with my wife. We've got a long kind of love story. She's my high school sweetheart. But this song is specifically about when we got together a few years ago. I mean, there was a long period of time where we weren't together. I don't know that any of that matters for this story. But the story of this song was that as an older, I had never gotten married, and I was potentially going to be like a stepfather. And she was kind of saying like, I don't know that you know what you're in for, which is fair. I didn't, but that's okay, because it was all the more worth it and then some, which I kind of talk about in the song. I'm rambling through this, but the real core of this song is about the way that relationships work. And I always was looking for a sign, like if you know, and I think of my life as almost a movie, and it's not. I mean, it's a movie, but it's not like a fairy tale movie. And if you're trying to understand how compatible you are with someone, or really kind of gauge your relationship, whether it be a friendship or a relationship or a marriage, like it's not about vacations. It's not about like when things are perfect. It's not even about the honeymoon phase. It's like, can you find enjoyment and excitement in the boring parts of life? And I have that. I hope you have that. And it's kind of acknowledging the fact that, true love isn't necessarily a fairy tale, but it is about really enjoying the nuances of the mundane of everyday life. And if you can be happy there, then you've got something great. And you cherish that, and you appreciate it, and you treat it as the blessing that it is. So my explanation of the song was actually longer than the song, but figured I'd tell you the why. And if not, people can just skip through all of my rambling and hear the song. So this song is called Coffee in the Morning. Check 1, 2. She said, maybe you're not cut out for this. Real life ain't what you think it is. It's pots and pans and middle school band and mortgage payments. I said, baby, I don't care what it is. You're the most beautiful thing that ever lived. Might not be pretty, the nitty-gritty, but we'll make it fit. And when I found out what you meant to me, me want you even more. True love is not the overused fairy tale cliche, exonerated by the beauty in the everyday mundane. It's the subtle sparks that burst my every capillary,
order me in vain. When I make a coffee in the morning, for you a glass of wine at night, we fall asleep holding hands, we're living the good life. She said, baby, I think you're fooling yourself. There's more to this than just playing house. Cross-country meets and a roof that leaks, and never-ending laundry heaps. Oh, maybe I'm in over my head. The dogs, the kids, the bills, the mess, they're not the cost of the big payoff. I'm loving it with every breath I found out what you meant, and now I want you even more. True love is not the overused fairy tale cliche, exonerated by the beauty in the everyday mundane. It's the subtle sparks that burst my every capillary, order me in vain. When I make a coffee in the morning, pour you a glass of wine at night, we fall asleep holding hands, let's live in a good life. Most nights I lie awake and question what it all means. With you, I'll never wonder again, 'cause you're all I need. You're all I ever wanted. You're all I need. You're all I True love is not the overused fairy tale cliche, exonerated by the beauty in the everyday mundane. It's the subtle sparks that burst my every capillary, artery in vain. When I make coffee in the morning, for you a glass of wine at night. True love is not the overused fairy tale cliche, exonerated by the beauty in the everyday mundane. It's the subtle sparks that burst my every capillary, artery in vain. When I make a coffee in the morning, for you a glass of wine at night. Oh, we fall asleep holding hands, we're living the good life. We're living a good life. We're living a good life. We're living a good life. This is the good life.
Hope you enjoyed. I hope I get to see you soon. If not, I'll be back. If you guys have any old songs of mine or new songs or anything you want to hear, you can drop it in the comments and request it. Keep listening and sharing, and hopefully I have some songs to share with new recordings, and hopefully I'll play somewhere near you soon. Take care, be well. Talk to you soon.